Oh, there we go, folks. There we go. Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to you first-time viewers. This is Mike at Mike's Magic Auto Detailing and Paint Enhancement here in another fine sunny day in Sharpsburg, Georgia. Oh man, finished that Hemi Challenger the other day after a week. It's gone. That lady keeps complimenting me on my work, which I do appreciate very, very much. So in the meantime, I was working on Sally a little bit. Oh boy, she's going to paint as soon as he gets caught up, repaint the trunk and some other stuff, and I've been playing with the hood. We'll get into that later. But this Tacoma pickup belongs to one of my neighbors. It's beat pretty bad. I don't even know what year it is. It's pretty old. I think it's got a couple 100,000 miles on it. He said coming home the other night, his headlights were so bad he couldn't hardly see where he was going. So he brought it over here. I'm going to see what I can do as far as restoring. I'm trying to get a good angle here where y'all can see how opaque. This one is the worst one for some reason. This passenger side always seems worse. Oh my goodness, it's pretty bad. There's very little optical clarity there. The driver's side, oh man, pretty bad. But anyway, this is gonna be a pretty short video. My plan of attack, I know. Y'all hear all this stuff about using peanut butter, toothpaste, these headlight restoration kits. All pretty much a waste of time. They'll work for a very short period of time. See, what you got to do is get rid of these headlights. These are plastic. Most of them are nowadays. Hey, Mr. Rudy, Your Honor. They're all plastic, and they all have a clear coat on them, very similar to what's on your paint. And what you have to do is get rid of every bit of that factory clear coat, every bit of it. And the only way to practically do that is with wet sanding. So my plan today is I'm going to start out with some 2000 grit wet sandpaper with a sanding block. See if I can get rid of all this. What you want when you're done sanding, Rudy, is a uniform hazy look over this whole headlight. Now the stuff on the inside you can't do anything about, so don't even worry about that. But an easy way to tell if it's on the inside or the outside is just to wet it. And when it's wet, if it's nice and shiny, that means all that stuff is on the outside. But if you wet it and wipe your fingers across it, Rudy, stuff you can still see. Like I can tell there's some damage on the inside of this, but it won't be that bad. It won't be that bad. And I've got, mostly for the rubber gaskets and for the paint, I've got it taped off, as you can see, to protect, so I don't want to accidentally hit these rubber gaskets and paint with my sandpaper and do any damage there. Sometimes I'll machine sand these. Hey, Mr. Forbes! But today I'm gonna hand sand these with the sheet 2000 grit, simply because it's more aggressive than even the 1000 grit, the little circular spongy looking ones. And I want to get pretty aggressive right off the bat with this. I can tell I need to. Then I'll follow up with 1500. I'll follow up with a higher grit, work my way up to 3000 grit, which I will do with the machine. Hey, Miss Tina. And then, you know, of course, I'll be paint prepping and all that stuff, and I'll probably clay bar this before I get started, just so I'm not gunking up my sandpaper, you know, with the stuff, all these contaminants that are on here. Trust me, clay bar them first and then prep it with isopropyl alcohol, and then you can jump in there and start sanding. I'll sand with I think I've got 2000, 1500 grit, and once I get that uniform haze over it, then I'll follow up with a higher grit Hey, Miss Tina. So that when I get to the buffing stage, it's easier to buff out the lighter. You use the higher grit to take out the sanding marks from the lower grits. And you step up a couple times, and then I will compound it with my rotary with a 3-inch backing plate and a wool pad or a hybrid pad. And then after I get that uniform, then I will follow that up with a final polish and a very soft pad. Get it all polished up, and in this particular case, I'm going to use Cerakote trim coat, which also comes in a kit at Walmart, I do believe, which of all the retail level headlight resto kits that I have seen, that is the absolute best one you can buy. It comes with everything you need, the sandpapers, the block, everything, a little pack of Cerakote trim coat. One pack is all you need for both headlights. Good stuff, good stuff. And it's a pretty reasonably priced, as I recall, at least at Walmart. Forget the rest of those headlight kits, folks. Forget about them. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. And if you have a dual action polisher, you can use that. Just help sand these off a little bit. Hey, Miss Linda! But that's my plan of attack today. And I hope Miss Deanna is watching. Another friend of mine, she's a nurse. She wants me to do the headlights on her Mustang, and but she works 12, 16-hour shifts, so sometimes it's hard for her to get over here, and that's her work car, her Mustang. So hopefully she'll get over here soon, and I can do that for her. I'm trying to talk her into trading it out with me, then not that kind of trade out. No, you dirty-minded people, no. Get her to do some house cleaning inside there while I'll trade out her headlights for a light house cleaning. Just whatever she can do, because she's got a bad back. Whatever she can get by with. But anyway, I'm going to get busy, and I may come back with another video after the wet sanding and show y'all what that is supposed to look like when you're done. It's a critical step. If you don't do that properly, whatever you put on these headlights is not going to last, and it's not going to work. Anyway, this is not rocket science, but it does take a little time and effort and a little bit of know-how, and maybe sometimes some practice. He don't want to spend a lot. I think he said he can get new ones for 75 bucks, 50 bucks, 75 bucks. Of course, that's 150 for both of them, but we'll see what we can do. It's a neighbor price, so okay, guys, I appreciate everybody dropping by. Like, tag, share, follow. No, he doesn't want this truck detailed. It's a beater. It's a farm truck. It's his farm truck. It's beat all to pieces. Anyway, like, tag, share, follow, subscribe if you're on YouTube and all that stuff. Hands up, hands down. I appreciate everybody taking time out of their busy day to drop by and check in on me. Thank you, folks. I'll be back later. Bye now.